Have you ever wondered what happens after we die? What if eternity is not as serene as it is often portrayed? This is the question we find ourselves grappling with as we delve into the complex and profound concept of eternal life. Eternal life. It's a phrase that's been thrown around in countless philosophical discussions, religious texts, and late-night ponderings. The idea of a life that never ends, that stretches on infinitely, is both awe-inspiring and terrifying. It's a concept that has countless interpretations across different cultures and religions, each one painting a unique picture of what lies beyond the mortal coil. One such interpretation comes from Christianity, specifically from the rich tapestry of stories and teachings that make up the Bible. Amongst these narratives is a depiction of eternal life that might not be as peaceful as we hope. It introduces us to the idea of the lake of fire, a place of eternal torment. Now, the lake of fire isn't a serene, tranquil lake as we might imagine. It's not a place you'd want to visit on a summer vacation, quite the opposite. It's a place where souls are subjected to torment, where the fire never quenches, and where the worm doesn't die. The Bible describes it as the second death, a chilling concept that forces us to confront the reality of eternal torment. But what can we learn from this? What does this teach us about the nature of eternity and the fate of our own souls? As we explore this further, we start to realize that the concept of eternal life isn't just about existing forever. It's about the quality of that existence. It's about what we do in our lives and how that impacts our eternity. So, as we delve into the depths of the lake of fire, let's keep an open mind. Let's examine these teachings, not to instill fear, but to gain a deeper understanding of the nature of eternity. After all, the concept of eternal life is not always comforting, especially when we consider the possibility of eternal torment. This is just the beginning of our exploration into the mysteries of eternal life. Let's dive in. Let's delve deeper into the concept of the lake of fire, the second death as described in the Scriptures. In the sacred texts, this lake is not a simple body of water, but a symbol of ultimate eternal punishment. It's a place of torment, depicted as a burning lake of sulfur, where the wicked are condemned to spend eternity after their death. This depiction is a vivid metaphor for a reality that's beyond our mortal comprehension. The lake of fire is introduced in the book of Revelation during the Great White Throne Judgment. This is a momentous event, a final reckoning where all souls, great and small, stand before God's grand throne for judgment. The books are opened, and each person is judged according to their deeds. Those whose names are not found in the book of life are cast into the lake, the second death. The lake of fire serves as a stark reminder of the consequences of our actions. It instills a deep sense of fear, a fear not of punishment, but of separation from God's presence. This fear is not meant to paralyze us, but rather to awaken us to the reality of our choices and their eternal implications. The Scriptures describe this lake as a place where the fire is never quenched, and the worm does not die. Here, the worm is a symbol of decay and destruction, a testament to the enduring nature of the torment that awaits the unrighteous. But despite its terrifying depiction, the lake of fire also carries a message of hope. This hope lies in the power of faith, faith in the saving grace of Jesus Christ. It's a call to turn away from wickedness, to embrace righteousness, and to seek God's forgiveness. The lake of fire is a stark reminder of the consequences of our actions and the importance of faith. It serves as a warning, a call to righteousness, and ultimately, a testament to God's justice and mercy. It's a concept that challenges us to reflect on our spiritual journey and the choices we make along the way. In the midst of this fiery lake, there are unique creatures, worms that never die. Picture a place so harsh, so unforgiving that it seems impossible for any form of life to exist. Yet, in this world of eternal fire, these worms thrive. They are not ordinary worms, but creatures of extraordinary resilience, designed to withstand conditions that are, quite literally, hellish. These worms, with their ability to live amidst the flames, are a testament to the incredible diversity of life forms that inhabit God's creation. They are a testament to the infinite power and imagination of the divine. Just as he created the lamb and the lion, the dove and the eagle, he also created these unique undying worms, capable of enduring the most brutal conditions. But there's more to these worms than their mere existence in this lake of fire. They hold a symbolic significance that's deeply intertwined with the spiritual journey of the soul. These worms are said to feast on souls, consuming them for all eternity. It's a chilling image, one that instills fear and awe. And yet, it's also a powerful reminder of the consequences of our actions in the mortal world. The image of these worms gnawing at souls in the fiery lake isn't just about fear, though. It's about understanding the gravity of our choices and the impact of our actions. It's about recognizing that our deeds in this life echo in eternity. Just as these worms thrive in the harshest conditions, our souls, too, must navigate the trials of life, bearing the repercussions of our deeds. So what do these undying worms tell us? They tell us that life, in all its forms, can exist in the most unexpected places. They tell us that our actions have consequences that extend far beyond our mortal existence. And they tell us that even in the face of eternal torment, life persists, adapts, and endures. The existence of these worms adds another layer of horror to the concept of eternal torment. But they also add a layer of awe-inspiring wonder at the incredible diversity of God's creation and the enduring resilience of life. The concept of eternal torment is certainly enough to instill the fear of God in us. This feeling, often referred to as the fear of God, is not about being afraid in the way we fear a dangerous animal or a severe storm. Rather, it's a profound respect, a sense of awe and reverence for the creator of the universe and his absolute authority. It's about recognizing the immense power of God, who can not only create worlds and beings but also design creatures as unique as the worms in the lake of fire. These worms, capable of living in the most horrific conditions and feasting on the fallen, serve as a stark reminder of God's supreme command over life and death. In the face of such awe-inspiring power, we are called to reflect on our faith and our relationship with God. The fear of God isn't designed to terrify us into submission, but to help us realize our place in the grand scheme of things. It's a call to humility, a reminder that we are not ultimate, but God is. Our faith in Jesus Christ becomes our shield, our solace in this vast, often unfathomable universe. The teachings of Christ guide us towards love, compassion, and righteousness, steering us away from the path leading to the lake of fire. The fear of God thus becomes a catalyst, nudging us towards a deeper understanding of our faith. It urges us to question, to seek, and to find. It pushes us to strive for a life of virtue, a life that reflects the love of Christ and the glory of God. So, when we talk about the fear of God, it's not just about the fear of eternal torment or the worms of the lake of fire. It's about the awe, respect, and love for our Creator, who has given us the free will to choose our path and the faith to guide us on this journey. It is this fear that often leads us to seek faith and redemption. Our exploration of the lake of fire and the eternal worms brings us face to face with the concept of eternal life and its implications. We've journeyed through the profound depths of spiritual understanding, from the concept of eternal life to the chilling description of the lake of fire. We've delved into the unique nature of the eternal worms, creatures that can withstand the harsh conditions of this fiery lake, an environment so intense that it is considered to be the second death. These worms, as described in the book of Revelation, are not just mere inhabitants of this lake, but they also serve as a stark reminder of the great white throne judgment. They eat on flesh, representing the consequence of a life lived without faith and the fear of God. An unsettling image indeed, but one that serves a purpose. It is a metaphorical representation of the eternal consequence of our earthly actions and decisions. But why does this matter? Why should we care about the lake of fire, the great white throne judgment, or these undying worms? The answer lies in the very essence of our existence. Our life here on earth is fleeting, but our souls, they are eternal. And what we do in this life echoes in eternity. The fear of God is not about being afraid of God, but it's about understanding the magnitude of His power, His justice, and His love. It's about recognizing the enormity of what's at stake, our eternal souls. And that's why faith is so crucial. Faith in Jesus Christ is our shield, our beacon of hope that guides us away from the lake of fire and towards eternal life. So as we close this discussion, let's remember that these topics are not meant to scare us, but to guide us, to stir in us a desire to seek truth, to cultivate faith, and to live a life worthy of eternity. Remember, eternity is a long time to be wrong. So consider this, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more fascinating topics from the Bible.